Over the years, Vietnam has become a destination for young overseas Vietnamese, many of whom are artists, to build their careers. The wave of Việt kiều artists or third-generation Vietnamese born and raised abroad, coming back to Vietnam and successfully establishing their career here has paved the way for many others to come. Some familiar names are Johnny Chí Nguyễn, Ngô Thanh Vân, Katie Uyên or Dustin Nguyễn. On our Talk Vietnam today, we'll get a chance to meet with a German Vietnamese man who's taken the music scene in Vietnam by storm, and that is singer Trọng Hiếu.
Hey, Lynn.
Thank you, Trọng Hiếu, for coming to our show today.
Thank you so much for having me here. And hey, what's up, everybody? Saying hello to all the audience of Talk Vietnam.
Born in Germany in July 1992, a Vietnamese boy grew up in the town of Bad Kissingen in Germany, with no one expecting him to later become such a music talent as today. Although he grew up in a non-artist family, he revealed his gift for music since the age of 3 to 4. With passion for dancing and singing, Hiếu signed up for a course at a music school in Hanover. Hiếu spent his first juvenile years performing around Germany and other European countries and claimed a number of prizes for his work. In 2015, after becoming the winner of Vietnam Idols, Trọng Hiếu returned to Vietnam and continued the career of a professional singer.
You actually have become a professional singer and dancer in Germany and Europe well before you came to Vietnam in 2015. So can you briefly introduce about your time in Germany back then?
Sure. Before that, I started to dance. I started to dance at a German championship and European, and I won. I was German champion and European champion, and even that time, the day when I won the German championship, I could meet Britney Spears in a TV show.
So how was it dancing in front of your idol?
Oh, that was really crazy. That day, I didn't know that I'm gonna meet her, because my dancing teacher, she told me, Trọng Hiếu, today is a dance audition for a show. And I was like, okay, no problem, I'm gonna dance. And then they opened the door, and on the left side, Britney Spears came in, and I was like, my face expression was like, I was like that. After that, when she was sitting down, she was talking to me, and we were talking, and I was seeing her very close. She was sitting like you and me right now. And yeah, we were talking pretty nice. I was really nervous. But I felt very happy. And after that, after I danced and after I've met her, I've cried because I was so happy to meet Britney Spears. Yeah, that was one of my biggest moments of dancing.
How did all of that start? How did you start pursuing art and music and dancing?
Oh, it was when I was 6 years old. I had a friend, and we always danced together, we sang together, kind of karaoke, and we organized our own live concert in the living room, no, in the sleeping room. So we told the whole family, all parents, all uncles and aunts, hey, tonight there's a big show of Trọng Hiếu and the girl. Yeah, so everybody has to come. And we're gonna, we have my sister was the MC, and so we performed for them. And that was the moment when my parents realized that I really love music, when they realized that I really love doing music and being on stage. And then after that, I went to the dancing school and to the music school to learn singing, and I was singing in the choir. Yeah, and that was the beginning of the whole music career.
You were known in Germany and especially among the Vietnamese audiences in Germany. So what made you decide to go back to Vietnam and start your career here?
Actually, I didn't decide to come back to Vietnam. It was kind of fate brought me back here, because in 2015, I came with my family for holidays, meeting my grandparents, meeting my family here in Vietnam, in Hanoi. And I just took part at Vietnam Idol for fun. I was thinking about like, okay, let's do it, and let's see like how it's going, the competition. And I was taking part, and then yeah, I won the competition, and then I felt like, okay, I need to stay. And I think like the love of the fans, the love of the people who supported me and who's still supporting me, keeps me back here, keeps me staying here. So that's why I decided, yeah, okay, stay here and leave back your life in Germany and start a new one.
During the hardest time of his career, the belief and support of audience kept Hill's persistence with the path he chose.
Em thì em thích anh Hiếu là trẻ trung, năng động và sexy.
Dù cho cậu Hiếu có thay đổi theo một cái phong cách nào, ví dụ như là năng động hay là cá tính hay là sexy quyến rũ, thì em cũng cảm thấy cái điều đó nó rất là tuyệt vời. Tại vì cậu Hiếu đã được là chính bản thân mình, và cậu Hiếu truyền cái đó qua âm nhạc, cậu làm cái cảm hứng cho tụi em, cho mọi người.
So, growing up in Germany, how did you feel when you first came back to Vietnam?
The first time I came back, I cried again. I was around 8 years old, and I came back, and the whole family, they were welcoming us with flowers, with a lot of love. And to be honest, like at that moment, I didn't know how to handle that, and I just cried because I was so happy to see my family and to feel the love, you know. And then I just remember the first time I was sitting in the car going from the airport to the old town, to the old quarter, and I saw a woman with the traditional Vietnamese hat, and that was like, oh yeah, she looks like the ladies that my parents have told me in the stories and have showed me in the videos.
Is it the conical hat?
Yes,
Yeah.
the conical hat. So it was really impressive. Like, yeah, I was really impressed, and I felt like I'm at home, and I felt like very comfortable being here.
Do you remember your first time performing in Vietnam, and how was it?
Yeah, I do remember. It was like, I was around 8 or 9, and I was performing at a school. I was performing at a school, and the funny thing is like, I sang a Britney Spears song every time. And I've learned a Vietnamese song. It was like the Cây Bằng Trước Ngõ, because like my auntie showed me that song. And I can remember when I was singing those songs, the students, they got crazy. All the people, they got crazy, and when I had to leave in the car, they were running after me, and they wanted to take pictures, they wanted to have like signature cards and all that stuff, and I felt like, oh, maybe that's a feeling of being a superstar. It was kind of like that, and I was really, really impressed. I was really happy, and I was like, okay, I think I would love to be a singer, and I like being a singer for a longer time.
So, were you nervous when you first performed a Vietnamese song
Oh.
for our audience?
I have learned the song like for 3 days. It was like it's a children's song. It's pretty easy, but I can remember I've learned it for 3 days. You know the song Cây Bằng Trước Ngõ?
No.
You don't know?
Sorry,
It's
I
like,
never heard
it's
of
okay. It's like the children's song. It goes like this. Mùa đông áo đỏ, mùa hạ áo xanh, cây bằng khi mơ hội là chim đến vây quanh. Có trời bằng trước ngõ, đập lấy lá cành. Chim ơi chim, chim đừng buồn nhé, ta chim ta hồ mà hát vui. That was a song, yeah. I was singing the first time.
How did the audience react to your performance?
I don't actually. For that song, I think they were pretty amazed because like a German Vietnamese guy who doesn't speak Vietnamese very well sings a Vietnamese song. I think it was really cool. Yeah.
So during your trips to Vietnam back and forth, have you ever thought that Vietnam would be a promising destination and give you many opportunities for your singing career?
To be honest, never. Never. Like I never thought that I would live in Vietnam and like working here as a singer. I was thinking about like, okay, Vietnam, like sometimes I would love to go back to perform sometimes here and there for fun, you know, because like I pretty love the Vietnamese audience. They're pretty cute, they're very nice. So that's what I thought, but I never thought that I would live here and build up my professional music career in Vietnam. So that was, yeah, that's really surprising, and like
So after you visit Vietnam, how did you feel about the Vietnamese culture and the family bonding?
Vietnamese culture, it's always loud. It's always loud, it's crowded, it's a lot of traffic, a lot of motorbikes. Very, how's it called? The people are very warm in the heart. They are very nice, they are very cute. Yeah, the Vietnamese people are very hospitable. And right now I just feel like the people are very motivated, they are very inspired, and they want to go further, even in the world. And the young people, they are so talented, and they want to do something big and have some big changes. That's what I feel.
Những ước mơ sẽ mãi chỉ là mơ ước khi tôi hoài nghi chính mình.
Khi mà xa quê hương thì là tình cảm với gia đình nó rất thiêng liêng. Tôi cũng dạy cho con tôi là cái gia đình mình là cái tổ quốc nhỏ, con yêu gia đình được để con yêu quê hương được. Mà về nhà là sinh hoạt như một người Việt Nam, bởi vì đây là một cái đất nước Việt Nam nhỏ và con chúng tôi muốn ở trong đầu các cháu luôn luôn nó có một cái ấn tượng, một cái về là quê hương mình là người Việt Nam.
Những nỗi đau có thể làm tôi gục ngã, nhưng niềm tin sẽ không bao giờ mất đi. No.
So when you grew up, what did your parents tell you about Vietnam?
I just can't remember, like, they told me a lot about the good food, and they tell me a lot about the stories about, like, that they have worked when they were young to support the family, to support the parents. In Germany, we every evening we have dinner. We eat Vietnamese food. So we don't eat German food, but we always eat Vietnamese food. With every dinner, my parents have an own story about that food. So for example, about rau muống, about thịt kho, or bánh chưng, eating at Tết.
So what did your parents do in Germany? You have witnessed your parents, work hard and raise their family. What did they do, and how did they inspire you?
Yeah, they started with some little jobs, for real, like small jobs, and then they had a food truck. We had a food truck for over 10 years, and right now they have a small restaurant in Bad Kissingen, the city is called, and it's like a bistro. It's a restaurant like for 30 people. And it's like it's a whole family business. Like my parents are working there, my uncle is working there, I was working there as well as a waiter. I had to serve the people with the food and the drinks, and my sister as well. Yeah.
How was it going as a German Vietnamese living in Germany? Did you face any difficulties?
First in school, that was pretty hard because like we were mobbed because like we were the only Asian children at school, and I was pretty weird as a child, you know. I was shy. I was like really unself-confident. I was really maybe kind of weak, you know.
Okay.
So they mocked me a lot, and they were. I can remember I was walking from school. I was walking home, and a few guys were following me. They were singing a song that about like Asian people, like yeah, their eyes are like this, like this, you know, and like here and there. So after that, I was going home, and I was asking my mom, like, hey mom, like, am I different to the other people, to the other children, or why do they sing a song like that, and why do they treat me like that, you know? And at the end, like, she said, like, okay, you know what, we are all the same. It's just like, okay, you're Asian because like you're Vietnamese, but you have to fight for, you have to show them that, hey, you are not stupid, and you have to show them that you are, maybe you're different looking, but you have something in your brain, and you are clever, and you have talents to show. And then when the moment began that I started dancing, and I got a German champion and European champion, and I met Britney Spears, the people like got more respect for me, you know, because like they know, okay, there's someone like in our small town who is that successful in dancing, and yeah, and this guy's not stupid. So that moment like was the big change.
So music helped you get through those difficult times.
Yeah, absolutely. Like music is, I think like music and my passion, because like I always did what I really wanted to do, and I always did what I loved to do, and actually I didn't care about like what they were saying, because like in those days I was dancing, and even like guys in my school, they said like, you're a guy, you don't play soccer. Why don't you play soccer when you're dancing? And are you dancing ballet, or is it gay or whatever? Like, are you gay and all stuff? And as a child, like you think like, what the heck? I'm just doing what I love, and I'm just doing what I want, and I'm just doing what I feel that makes me happy, you know. And yeah, but then when I got German champion, they were shut off. They didn't say anything anymore, because like they saw like, okay, it's not like how they thought, you know. It's not like, okay, it's not like ballet, it's not like girly how I dance and all stuff. So yeah, that was pretty nice.
Hab keine Sorgen und Schuld, auf ewig im Nimmerland, trag keine Verantwortung, ich flieg wie der Peter Pan, und wenn mich das Leben ruft, dann ruf ich laut zurück, ihr Leben verpiss dich doch, du machst mich eh verrückt. Hab keine Sorgen und Schuld, auf ewig im Nimmerland, trag keine Verantwortung, ich flieg wie der Peter Pan, und wenn mich das Leben ruft, dann ruf ich laut zurück, ihr Leben verpiss dich doch, du machst mich eh verrückt.
Can you share with us some most memorable stories about your passion and your persistence with music?
Oh, there's so many, Lynn. What I do remember, it's not funny, but it's really in my heart, and that is that we were practicing for the German championship, and it was winter. It was pretty cold in Germany. It was kind of like minus 8 degrees, and my dad was kind of my coach. He always thrilled me. He's like, okay, right now you go training. Don't be lazy. And I was like, oh, I don't want to. Like, it's so cold outside. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to practice. He was like, you go right now with me, and I'm supporting you, but you have to go with me. I was like, okay. And then in the cold winter, we were running. We were jogging. We went jogging outside in the winter, in the white landscape. Everything was white, and my dad and me. Oh, that memory is like so beautiful that I got kind of emotional. But it was like really nice that he ran with me in that cold winter landscape, white one. Yeah. So it was really beautiful, and it was like it's a great so many emotions like connected with those memories.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful one. Yeah, totally.
Staying side by side with Hill's first steps, his father is also the very first friend and mentor of Hill on his music career.
Khi mà cô đi âm nhạc, tôi là người đi sâu đi sát nhất. Không một lần nào cuộc thi nào tôi không vắng mặt, mà bất kể ở trường ở lớp, từ mẫu giáo đi hát tôi cũng đi theo, mà tôi chỉ nói như này, con phải học. Bởi vì con dù là con có năng khiếu, con chỉ hơn các bạn bình thường, nhưng mà con học nhiều bao nhiêu thì con tốt bấy nhiêu, con giỏi bấy nhiêu. Xa lắm, đi hết tỉnh nọ tỉnh kia, chờ đợi chẳng hạn những cuộc quay phim hoặc là cái một cuộc thi hàng mấy nghìn người, đợi hàng 2-3 ngày, nhưng mà cái đấy là cái sự đam mê và sự yêu quý của các con, của gia đình, tất cả những bậc bố mẹ.
Ich schau in den Spiegel, da ändert sich was.
Quá đi chứ, con nó về đây nó được mọi người yêu quý, làm việc như tốt là thật sự chỉ còn cái gì không mừng. Hai, tôi về đây gặp bạn bè tôi, tất cả mọi người đều là thật sự nói là họ đều mừng cho mình, là gia đình chúng tôi là rất là hãnh diện.
Your father seems to be a very important figure in your pursuing music. Yeah, so maybe can you share more about him and his role in your career?
Sure. My dad is like my biggest fan, my best coach, and my best friend. So he's like all in one, and he's always the one like who really thrilled me to train, to practice, and he's always the one like who always like kind of sends me so much love before a performance. And even the time before, actually every time, and after the performance, when I was sad because like the performance was not good or the competition was not good, he's always like having like, hey, some motivation words, some words like that made me stronger. Like that made me stronger to keep on going and to keep on doing, and not like feel sad or to feel disappointed.
So when you decided to move and live in Vietnam, how did your family react?
My dad was really happy. My dad was like, "Oh yeah, my son is a big superstar in my own country, in his home country." I think my mom was not that happy because like I'm so far from her. I'm so far away, and she cannot meet me all the time when she wants. So yeah, but both of all, like actually, but at the end, like both are very happy that I can do my passion right now. I can follow my dream, and I'm living my dream right now. So I think both are very happy. But still, they are missing me a lot. I'm missing my sister as well a lot. And still supporting very much.
Many Vietnamese, overseas Vietnamese think that Vietnam is a land of opportunities and challenges. What about you? What do you think?
I agree totally. Absolutely. Like Vietnam is like a country. You have so many things to do. Like a lot of German people and a lot of European people coming to Vietnam right now. And I feel like the development here is very, very fast. It's very big right now, and it's kind of here's a kind of a wave of development, a wave of motivation, and a wave of like thinking big, and I wanna get big. And I think Vietnam is right now is a country like that where you can get very big with everything that you do in every kind of work.
Yeah, because you have such a large market and audience.
For me, like in music, like
population of 92 million people.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like because like my music is pretty US UK, and a lot of people like actually in Vietnam like love kind of the Korean style. But I think right now everything changes as well because like there are so many people they are so open to the world. They are open to the Western world, and they want to learn more about it. And that's why I think my music right now is like really helpful for them to maybe to improve their English or to get more about the Western world.
So your music genre is funk, right?
Yeah.
Right now, was it difficult for you to when the Vietnamese people seem to like pop ballad more?
Yeah. The difficult thing is like I'm doing a music genre that is not popular here, but that's why I need to mix it, my funk, which is Trọng Hiếu, with the pop style that people are used to. The good thing is like if everybody does pop ballads and I do funk, that makes my music special, and that makes me as an artist special. And I think as an artist, that's the only thing that you want to do, like being something different and special, and your music having your own personality. And I think that's cool.
So why
like
funk?
Why funk? Funk is like something for me like if I hear the funk like the groovy, because like funk is very groovy, like the bass dum dum da dum da da dum da dum dum, or like the guitar is like ding 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 ding. It makes me like kind of like I have then so much energy when I'm listening to funk, and it makes me dancing, it makes me moving, it makes me going crazy. So I feel like funk is exactly like how I am right now, because like I'm a person like I'm really energetic. I really like to dance. I really like to shout and like go crazy. So that's why I think funk is good music for me.
Yeah.
Thanks to his appearance, music talent and dance moves, Trọng Hiếu, a Vietnamese singer with a Western performing style, is a unique case of Vietnam's showbiz. He is expected to bring the breadth of international mindset to the music industry in Vietnam as he grew up overseas. Trọng Hiếu chose a path full of challenges as his music centers on funk. a genre of selective audience, but embraces the blazing spirit of youth. To this day, a wide range of music products by Trọng Hiếu became well known and favored by audiences. They include the ballad song Let Me Be the One, You Are My Grandmother, funky song Bước đến bên em or Stepping Towards Me, Say Ya, Đại bàng or The Eagle. Each song has its own feature that tells the difference of Trọng Hiếu in genre, voice and dancing. With his distinctive music, responsible effort and passion, the born in 1992 singer is promised to make a real breakthrough in the music industry. We have reasons to believe that Hiếu music career will go much further and he will fulfill his wish to bring Vietnamese music to the world.
What's your opinion about the Vietnamese scene, music scene right now?
My opinion about the music scene in Vietnam is like, I think, yeah, right now everybody listens to pop ballads, which is fine, Everybody has got his own taste, which is totally fine, but I think it will change and we will get more influences of other music styles.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that I can bring the funk style to the Vietnamese music scene.
Now we would like to show a short clip of you to the audience, so let's take a look.
All right.
Tôi vẫn vững bước tiến về phía trước, yeah. Trong tim tôi niềm tin còn mãi luôn đong đầy, một khát khao đang rực cháy. Giờ đây là lúc con tim này được hát lên, vì anh là vậy. Come on, oh baby, oh baby. Vì anh là vậy. Come on, my baby, my lady. Vì anh là vậy. Come on, oh baby, oh baby. Vì anh là vậy. Come on, my baby. Vì anh là vậy.
Hey, I like that. Cool.
How do you feel? You changed a lot.
Oh yeah, I feel like so proud, so happy. Yeah, really great. Like yeah, kind of like emotional as well, because like seeing the process, seeing the difference between 2015 and 2018 right now. So I'm really happy.
So within just 3 years, how do you think you've changed?
I became more. Right now, I'm more mature. But I'm not mature like in the way of like gentleman, but like in the way of kind of still rebellion and actually the real Trọng Hiếu in the 26-year-old. Mm-hmm. So like I'm just like my age right now, and I think I'm more self-confident. Mm-hmm. I'm more comfortable with myself. Mm-hmm. I know where I want to go. I know who I am, and I know what kind of artist I want to be. And yeah, I feel stronger, and I feel, yeah, I can break everything that I want to do, and I can do everything that I want to do, and I feel like, yeah, all the doors are still open for me.
For all of the new music videos that you've just released,
yeah.
Are you like the producer and do everything yourself, or you are collaborating with others?
I'm co-working with others, but for example, my new music video, Vì anh là vậy, is a music video that my own company produced. So I am the executive producer, and I just like I wrote the script with the director, who's my manager as well, and like we did it together. And I still like, okay, at the shooting, I was still saying like, okay, hey, we don't have much time anymore. We have to cut out this scene, and we have to keep faster this scene. And I was still like, okay, I was still like thinking about like I was singing and dancing as well, but I still was thinking about like, okay, hey, what about the time? What about the script? Can we do everything that we want, or do we have to cut out any scenes? Or yeah, hey, maybe the camera maybe a little bit here, the lighting a little bit here, to see more the body and all stuff, or to make me look different. So I'm still like I'm kind of a person like, you know, mình gọi là lắm chuyện ấy.
Like perfectionist, like
yeah, but like always like too many things. I wanna be involved in everything, and I have always a comment for everything. So yeah.
3 years after winning the Vietnam Idol 2015, Trọng Hiếu has released new songs and artwork that were well invested, both in terms of image, content, and message. He has pursued a stronger and more mature image. As a singer who has his own vision and taste, Trọng Hiếu has given it all with his passion, his determination to pursue his own music in his homeland, Vietnam.
At the end of this year, Trọng Hiếu and his team of young people worked day and night to complete his latest music video, Vì Anh Là Vậy.
This music video shows the concept of a man and of a woman, but more a concept like what a man needs for a whole day, what a man needs to be happy. In the music video we show like actually pretty classical and pretty simple. This one is like very sexy, very like from the song until the music video. For this music video and for the whole song production, it took us a lot of time because like first of all it's like pretty hard to write a song and to write the lyrics and to find the music which is suitable with this topic. It was hard to find the right team to do this, and we asked a lot of teams, but there are teams that saying like, okay, this concept is so simple that we don't know what to do with that, you know. But it's really hard to do something simple but still interesting for the audience. So at the end, we decided like, okay, we're gonna do it by ourselves.
Từ cái âm nhạc cho đến hình ảnh, cho đến cái cách làm MV, nó sẽ funky hơn và nó sẽ đúng với hình ảnh, đúng với tuổi, đúng với phong cách, đúng với tâm lý của Trọng Hiếu hơn ở tại cái thời điểm này. Và mình làm thế nào để cái nhạc funk của Hiếu nó gần với lại cái thói quen nghe nhạc của người Việt.
I really love the melody. I really like the funky style in that, but still really poppy. You can dance to it. If you listen to the song, you want to dance, you want to move your body, and that's totally what I would like to have. I hope that people will share it, will tell their friends, and that a lot of people are gonna watch the music video.
On November the 30th this year, Trọng Hiếu released his new MV, Vì Anh Là Vậy.
How have you come up with new strategies or new ideas to your new music videos, and how will you go from here?
I think the music video Vì Anh Là Vậy was like a great ending for 2018, and it's a great start for 2019, because like right now with this song I know who I want to be, and this song shows me like which image and which kind of music I want to go. Like still keeping the funk, but with a lot of pop elements for the Vietnamese audience. And I think we will keep being sexy. We will keep being kind of rebellion, mature.
So does your life in Vietnam inspire any of your music?
Absolutely, like my whole life is like inspiring me for my music, because like I love to write songs about my life, about my private life. For example, the song Green Groove.
I love that song.
You love that song?
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one.
Oh, cool! Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Because like that song, I wrote about like living environmental friendly. Because like when the time I was in Vietnam, or when the time I'm here in Vietnam, I can see a lot of plastic.
Yeah.
A lot of plastic, and you know what? And like everything we use plastic, and plastic is not recyclable. And plastic destroys our environment and our nature, and even our living. You know, because like we need our nature to live. So I was writing the song Green Groove about like living environmental friendly. We can start with like little things. For example, like turning off the lights after we leave our home, or turning off the standby mode of the TV. You know, like the TV, you turn it off, but there's still like a red light.
Yeah.
And that's the standby mode. So we have to shut it down for real. That there's no light anymore, or using bamboo straws or glass straws instead of plastic straws that we always throw away, you know. So I felt like I want to write a song about that, but I don't write the song. I don't write the song about that like in a way of like, okay, let's go green, let's live like, let's take care of our nature, of our environment. But like I'm just like writing about like, hey, let's have fun together, let's dance, but let's dance in an environmental friendly way. And like I hided a few informations how to live environmental friendly in the lyrics. So maybe like maybe you know, like for example I sang in the lyrics like đi một nơi có fresh air, đạp xe qua những con đường dùng dừa bằng ống hút tre, lạc đi trong những khu vườn và khi anh đến với em anh không còn stand by mode.
It's really catchy, the melody.
Thank you so much. There are like the three things that I want to show the people like, hey, you can take care of the environment like in a very easy way.
Nơi có fresh air, đạp xe qua những con đường dùng dừa bằng ống hút tre, lạc đi trong những khu vườn và khi anh đến với em anh không còn stand by mode, khám phá những nơi chưa từng qua và sẽ không dừng lại. Và khi áng mây xa xôi kia như không còn xa, ta sẽ mang đến chút trong lành.
The Vietnamese culture inspires me in my living, in my way of thinking, and in my opinion. Like I have new opinions, I have new thinking, and that makes me like that gives me more inspiration for my music and my products. Because like before that, I was joining a show. It's a TV show like meeting special people in Vietnam, like with special work. For example, forest rangers, they live on a small island next to Con Dao, and I was going there for one night, and I was living with them, and I was doing the work that they did. That was really, really interesting. It was really crazy because like on that island at night the turtles are coming to lay the eggs there, and the forest rangers have to dig out the eggs and to put it to a secure place. A safer place, because like at that place where the turtles lay their eggs will come like other animals, they're gonna eat the eggs. So I was helping them, and I was sitting with them at night until 2 a.m. We were waiting, and then we were digging out the eggs and we're bringing them to the place. And on that island, they didn't have any electricity. We didn't have any Wi-Fi. We were shut down of the whole society. So
the modern life.
Totally modern life. Like, and I was like going back to 1950, and like was really, really fun. And it was really like a big experience for me, and like it inspires me a lot. Like those people, like they really do it because like they love it, because like they don't it's like they don't earn a lot of money, and they are far from their family, so but they still love the work and they still love doing that, and that's a big inspiration for me.
So what motivates you to keep such positive energy and keep moving forward?
Really like the passion makes me keep going forward. The people, all the people like who believes in me, who supports me, and it sounds a little bit like cheesy or very cheesy, and it sounds pretty weird, but I think the biggest motivation for me is like love.
Love?
Yes, love in any kind of way. Love in music, love with friends, love with family, love with a girl, love with myself, like everything. I think we all exist because of love. I know it sounds pretty weird, but...
What's your biggest love?
My biggest love? My biggest love? I got a lot of big loves. I think music is one of my biggest love. My family, so important to me, and even my friends.
So we have seen more and more overseas Vietnamese returning to Vietnam and establishing their career here. Do you have any advice for them?
Oh, I think the most important thing is like flexibility. We should be flexible to adapt ourselves to the Vietnamese surrounding and the way of working, but still we should keep our working morals. So like we have to keep the things that we believe in, and still like combine it with the working morals of the Vietnamese people. So it's always a good combination of both, and I think like a combination is really good. So that's why what I really learned is like always be flexible, because like everything can happen here, everything can happen for real, and like even in the last minute before you do something can happen. So just be flexible and be relaxed. Take it easy. Don't take it too serious and have fun with that, what you're doing.
Thank you, Trọng Hiếu, very much for joining our program today.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be here at Talk Vietnam and talking to you, Linh.
And for our team here at VTV4 and perhaps for your fans, I do hope that your career will continue to flourish and you will keep inspiring other overseas Vietnamese to embrace the opportunities to start their career here and get success.
Sure. Can I say some words in German? Because I know a few German people will watch this.
Sure.
And, yeah. Hey meine Lieben, ich bin's Trọng Hiếu und ich bin gerade in Vietnam, Hanoi. Und ich wünsche euch eine wundervolle Weihnachten, ein frohes neues Jahr mit ganz viel Leben und Energie. Und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns bald wieder. Ich vermisse euch wahnsinnig. Und ja, habt eine geile Zeit. Und bis 2019. Bye.
Tựa như cánh chim đại bàng chẳng buồn bề với đúng sai, tìm nơi trốn không vội vàng, bầu trời xanh gió vũ cao, từng hàng cây vẫy tay chào lấp lánh sắc xanh khi hè đang về tới đây rồi. Và khi nhau áng mây xa xôi kia như không còn sáng, ta sẽ mang đến chút trong lành.